time, the losses would recover. And I think so most of the clients are in profit, but there are some clients who are in losses as well. So it is just a matter of time, because the overall view on a particular stock is much higher. It would just take time, like 3 months, 4 months, because once the stock starts moving, it will start moving to the upside. So with this,
Yeah, I think we are currently close to around 150, 155 clients. Most of you all have been with us for the last more than a year. I think the few clients who joined somewhere in December is where there might be some drawdowns. But I think last billing ka bhi analysis, I think 95% clients were in green.
yeah.
So I don't think that should be a problem. Yes, there might be some folios where we are holding stocks like almonds and flare together, and that is causing some mental because you've just joined us, you don't know the journey so far. But people who've been with us, I think we are almost most of the clients that I see here are people who've been with us for a while. So I would first like to invite the clients who are here to share your feedback, like how it has been going for you guys, how portfolio building service has been, if it has been a good or a bad decision for you guys, and what are your thoughts on this particular product, and what do you think that we should be doing better, or things that we should be avoiding. So let us start with one of the biggest clients here, Mr. Ankit. So sir, I would love to have your feedback on this particular thing that is going on for the last 2.5 years now for you.
टू बी ऑनेस्ट कोई मक्खन लगाने वाली बात नहीं है, सीधा सीधा बोलूंगा। 5 लाख से शुरू किया था मैंने। बीन विद यू बेयर मार्केट में भी काम अच्छा है। आज वी आर क्लोज टू 41 लाख हो गए हैं, तो देयर इज नथिंग होल्डिंग अस बैक। टारगेट हमारा 1 CR प्लस है, कुछ विड्रॉ नहीं किया है। हाँ, तो इसको करेंगे काम कुछ इतना। आई सी अ वर्क हैपनिंग, तो जो एक्सपेक्टेशन है उसमें फिलहाल तो उससे बेटर ही चल रहा है, तो ऐसा कोई इश्यू नहीं है। सिर्फ एक चीज है तो थोड़ा सा हल्का सा वरी करती है कि यार ये तो बुल मार्केट है, पैसा तो दबा के बन रहा है, बियर मार्केट में सर्वाइव करेंगे?
Correct. So just to answer that, I think bear market is a situation which is not overnight. First of all, there will be symptoms, or there will be concerns, or there will be indications heading into a bear market. Secondly, so obviously because we are studying technicals, so obviously that point where and secondly what happens is, as all of you are aware, that there is a good mentorship for this particular product coming from Archit's father, who's been in the markets for the last 30 years. So we know whenever big shorts are happening or people are exiting positions, we get to know that there is some action which is happening which indicates that the markets may turn. So obviously, as and when that happens, such calls will be taken. Having said that, we were invested in the period where the markets have given zero returns for the small caps.
2022 देखा है मैंने, उसमें जीरो रिटर्न थी, पर फिर भी 15% का रिटर्न था तुम्हारे पोर्टफोलियो में।
So what happens is we try to be stock specific. So अगर अभी हम Elecon में है, core portfolio is in Elecon, obviously there is some insight.
Elecon तो I remember अर्चित 200 से चला रहा है लेने पे, तो हमको लोगों को तो
300 का we are buying at a breakout of 1,000 and such a big position. Some people might think यार ये क्या हो रहा है, इतना ऊपर में क्यों ले रहे हैं? But when you see the stock 3 months or 4 months,
मेरे को देखो बाकियों का नहीं पता जिन्होंने ज्वाइन करा है। मेरा तो यही कहना है, मैंने जितने अर्चित के स्क्रिप्ट लिए हैं फोन पे भी और अकाउंट में भी, जितना बातचीत है, अब तो दोस्ती भी है, 99% ऑफ द टाइम्स मैंने घाटा नहीं खाया है। मतलब वो 60-70% पे बुक करा ही करा है, चाहे वो 2 महीने 4 महीने 6 महीने लेट हुआ है, पर उसमें निकला ही है। क्वांटम से ले लो, तुम SSWL ले लो, तुम्हारी हर मतलब वो चली है।
all the stocks have done
मतलब
the list is just a very big one.
हाँ, मतलब इतना पैसा ही नहीं होता, you can't buy everything, but whatever has been bought has been rewarding. तो to be honest, इतना पैसा पहले बना नहीं था। पैसे हमेशा थे, we are heavily invested into mutual funds, but now the confidence is building up in equity. तो in the current quarter और further quarter, मेरा on a personal note है कि अगर तुम्हें लगता है कोई big opportunity है, you have a debit ledger balance of mine, feel free to use like it as your own account. Just drive the way you want to drive. कोई गाड़ी टक्कर भी लगेगा तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। नहीं, 15-20 लाख कमाया हुआ है, 2-4 लाख ऊपर नीचे होता है तो उसमें कोई इशू नहीं है। उसके अलावा भी पैसा चाहिए, हफ्ता पहले बता दो, हो जाएगा 4 दिन पहले।
Actually वो ये
उसको
है, and to answer your question कि bear market में अपन कैसे survive करेंगे, there the strategy would change as such. उधर थोड़े अपन जैसे अभी breakout
अर्चित वो
chase कर
तुम्हारा
रहे हैं.
काम है, वो तुम्हारा काम है, वो ये पैसा तुम्हारा है,
Yes, yes.
यू आर
Yeah,
अ पार्टनर इन दिस।
right.
तुम्हें
Yes,
कैसे
yes,
करना है,
definitely.
कहाँ चलाना है, कितना डेबिट कितना क्रेडिट, किसको घुमाना है, क्या करना है, मल्टी बैगर राइड
Definitely.
करवाते रहो, चाहिए लो। आई विल नॉट क्वेश्चन योर वर्क बिकॉज इट इज नॉट क्वेश्चनेबल इन द पास्ट 2 years।
Done.
हम
Definitely, sir.
लोग क्वार्टर पे रिव्यू करेंगे, तुम्हारा जितना बड़ा इनवॉइस होगा उतना बड़ा मेरा बिल होगा, गेन
Done.
होगा। नहीं, सीधी सी बात है यार।
सही
Yes,
बात।
yes.
मेरे को
That
मजा
is
आता है क्योंकि
that is where I think the product, even from a commercial perspective, is being made in a manner that it should reward us when it rewards you. The
it
idea
is a
is of collective billing.
तुम तभी कमाते हो अगर मैं घर लेके जाता हूँ कुछ, तो which is fair enough for
I will take your question next. I see you raising the hand, so I will take your
no
question
worries।
next.
I
Yeah.
have to leave guys, मेरे को जाना है मीटिंग पे। I
Sure.
was just
Sure,
waiting।
sure, no problem. Thanks for joining. Thanks for
Thanks.
joining
No
and
worries, thank you,
giving us
take
1
care।
hour of your time.
No worries, thank you, bye, take care,
Thank you.
thank you।
Yes, Nikunji, please go ahead.
Sir, good morning.
Good morning.
sir. Good afternoon. We are almost at the noon right now.
मेरे को तो कोई वरी नहीं है बिकॉज मैं कम से कम 3-4 साल से मैं सब्सक्रिप्शन में हूँ। आई एम नॉट वरीड अबाउट दैट थिंग एंड आई एम नॉट वरीड अबाउट पीबीएस ऑल्सो। तो मेरे को वही बोलना है कि भाई ये जो अंकित भाई ने जो बोला वही परफेक्ट है कि भाई इफ यू आर देयर वी आर देयर।
Absolutely, sir.
Definitely.
आप कमाएंगे तो हम लोग भी कमाएंगे और हम लोग कमाएंगे तो आप भी कमाएंगे। इट्स वाइस वर्सा।
Exactly.
Right.
And see, again to add one point here is people think कि loss होगा तो क्या, so loss होगा, so you realize that it is too much of effort for us because हमको loss cover करना है, hurdle cover करना है, then
Yeah.
comes the next quarter. So
और जैसे अंकित भाई ने
and
बताया ना,
in the history so far, people even in products where we were in F&O and stuff, if there have been losses, people who stuck with us have eventually come out in green, even from deep losses in periods where the F&O stocks have gone down. We've covered the entire loss from equity or from futures as well, and we've done well. So I think we are very much committed to the fact that the folio should keep growing, because what we are looking at, the AUM currently is close to 13.5, 14 crores. We are looking to grow it to around 20 crores by the end of probably by Diwali this year, and probably the on the longer time frame in the next 5 years, we want to make this product in a very like within the framework of compliance, of course, but in a manner that the AUM keeps growing. The clients who have been with us for the last 3-4 years, they should be the first ones to have the biggest gains in their folios, and they should be putting more and more money. That is the whole idea of this particular product, because हमको इनवॉइस से ज्यादा आप और पैसा डालोगे ना, उसमें we get that confidence that okay, people are invested, they are putting more money, and that shows confidence and conviction in this particular product.
बराबर है।
Thank you, sir.
एब्सोल्युट।
Thank you, sir, for your great words. Encourages us to keep doing the good work.
आपसे तो मिला है, एक टाइम मैं मिलूं हूं, लेकिन अर्चित भाई से तो फर्स्ट टाइम मुलाकात हुई है।
Sir,
Definitely
मुलाकात
मिलेंगे
होगी,
sir.
we will meet in person. Archit, whenever you have time, just
Done.
coordinate and meet Nikunj, because twice we've not been able to meet him
Yeah,
together.
yeah,
So
definitely.
let's meet in office together, so that there is a good discussion and we can scale up the account to another 20-25 lakhs.
और we
Right.
have one or two person who want to join PBS, so looking forward to meet.
Absolutely, sir. We will schedule something within this week itself.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I would like to invite others.
Yeah, I can
Sachin
go.
ji is with us.
Darshan.
Yeah. Mani, yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
sure.
Mani.
Thank you. Thanks, Darshan. So, quick introduction. I've known Archit Bhai for more than 3 years now. The initial 1.5 years subscribing to his new weekend newsletter advisory services, and then subscribe to the PBS for around 15 months now. Honestly, the journey has been really great so far, with good capital appreciation, beating the benchmarks. The best part is, right, the fees and charges for the PBS services are very fairly priced, I would say, and the compounding factor works like magic. The greatest advantage having PBS is I need not worry about investing the time in the markets, and then I can focus on my daily work while I continue to do the investments and can see the investments grow, right? So that's the best part about it. So it has been a great journey so far. 100% convicted in terms of your skills, the pros. Is all like amazing. Thank you, Archit and Darshan.
Thank you.
It has been a nice journey so far.
Thanks a lot, sir. You have been constantly adding capital, and that really backs us to take the kind of trades we take in your account in particular. Because what happens is when somebody is putting more, similar to what Ankit ji has been doing, once you start putting up महीने का या 2 महीने में आपके पास 1 लाख आया, आप वो भी डालते हो ना, it gives that conviction or confidence that you guys are honoring the work, or it is going as per your expectation.
The
Once
most,
that
yeah,
once that feedback is received, in action, it gives us the confidence to build our rapport and take the relationship to the next level, so that the portfolio can keep growing, and together we can work on things where we have some insights and we can really ride those stocks. So really
yes,
appreciate you doing that from your end, and it really helps us in the form that it gives you the right encouragement to take the decisions that we've been taking for all the clients without worrying the results. So we focus on process. If the process is right, eventually the results will hopefully come right. So that has been
yes.
the for this equity oriented PBS, that has been the mantra, to be honest. We are looking at it at one day at a time and trying to take the best decisions we can on that particular day. At times we've taken losses as well, but it is important to acknowledge the fact that when we take losses in any particular stock, the intention is to move that money to a better opportunity so that we can cover up and we can have a better portfolio overall. So
Yes,
kudos
thank
to
you.
that, and let's
Thanks,
move
Mani.
to the next member.
I think the Kunal has written something. Kunal, can you unmute yourself, or should we answer your query?
Yeah. I can talk.
Yeah.
I just wanted to have an understanding of the team for once. I know Archit. I know Darshan because he's been on the group and I've had a talk with him a couple of times. But I wanted to understand how is the team, how big is it? It just gives me more confidence on how you are doing and what you are doing.
Correct.
There's one more thing I had mentioned. Yeah, I mean, this I can probably chat with you, Archit, later. I need an understanding on what products you offer. So apart from, I
Definitely.
think I am a part of the PBS thing. I
Right.
want to understand what else can we do. And one thing that I wanted to understand is that so when I invested early on, right, I remember that the portfolio value had gone down by around 20% or 22% or so. I mean, the principal itself.
Right.
So I mean, I had the confidence in you, and that is why I continued. I was like, okay, I mean, it could be temporary, it will go up, and finally, I mean, currently it is much higher. It's plus 50% from what I had put in. So that way, I'm very happy. But I just want to understand if we can, somehow protect the downside to some percentage. I think you guys must be doing it. But if you can explain on what is the logic there, or what do you do? I think those are the three things.
Definitely.
So I'll take the first half of the question, and then Archit can continue with respect to how we've gone down and we've come up from that. So we will have a quick chat on that. But from the team perspective, so as you are aware that Archit, curious investor, I think most of the clients which we have today are coming from the Twitter community where Archit is the face, and you see all the analysis that is posted. So within the team, we have a method of discussion and taking a collective decision, but we have one person who is the face and who will take decisions, because you cannot have 10 leaders. You have to have one captain in the team. So for us, it is Archit, because the insight, the mentorship, and the client base as well. More or less, it is important to have that one person who takes decision. And because he himself has the habit of riding stocks, for PBS, it is Archit. And coming to the team, I am there. I take care of all the execution operations. I take care of client servicing as well, to the extent that whatever is needed, uh, try and get it done. Apart from that, we have a couple of more people with us. One is Tech Check by Niti. It is Niti Shah. She goes by Tech Check by Niti on Twitter. You can see she's joined us as an intern back in 2020, learned BSc certified analyst. Along with Archit, she has been working very closely in identifying stocks. So technical side pay, that is the team. On the fundamental side, we have one more guy who is like an associate, and his name is Shreyansh. Even he's added in the group. We shared one analysis on Elicon, which is like made in a day's time, but we will have another on Flare coming up in a couple of days, where you'll be able to see the fundamental insights of the guy. And so decisions are taken decisions are discussed collectively, taken by one leader, and the team is a close knit of 4 to 5 members. Because we don't need that bigger team at the moment. We will have a series of dealers and series of people from the back office joining us in the next couple of months as the product is growing, the client base is growing. We have one more guy who is managing all the videos for us on YouTube right now. So we'll be doing this regularly. जो अपन ने last 2-3 दिन से start करा है, where Archit is coming up with one video. We'll have one weekend session every week as well for the clients. Once for the clients, the alternative weekend for the general forum for all the members who are with us at the Twitter level, at the WhatsApp level. So those guys will join us on the next weekend. This weekend we decided it is important to have a quick and a big elaborate discussion with our existing clients. So more or less the team is a decent team with one decision maker. So अगर आपको कुछ भी पूछना है कोई भी stock के related, so you have your friend Archit who is going to help you out with that. And if you need any help on the operations side, at the Nirmal Bank side, anything from the ledger or anything related to the account that you have in Nirmal Bank, just connect with me. Don't disturb Archit because you already disturbed with a lot of things. Just hit me up and I will try and resolve it. All of you have your individual groups. Just message in the group in case there is a time where you've called and nobody is answered. Just drop a message. Definitely someone from the team, if not anybody else, I will connect with you and get your queries resolved. So that is the first half of your question. The second half, Archit, I would like you to just narrate what went wrong and how we've been able to undo the situation and how PBS equity has helped in the journey.
So like basically, I think so whenever an account or whenever a client starts, so some clients may be joining us at 22,800 levels or 22,900 levels. So when Kunal, you had joined, the first initial
21.
approach, so the first initial approach whenever we see a new client that is coming in is to first build a profit cushion. But what happens is sometimes the market will go to like you just started and the market would come into a correction level. So whenever we start a new account as such, we make positions in our core holdings which we are most confident about. So this happens on every client basis. Like if you say you have given me 5 lakhs rupees, I would be diversifying your stocks in 3 stocks which have the highest conviction. We'll try to make a profit cushion and then we'll start taking risky positions as such. But there could be some times where the markets like eventually the market might go into a consolidation zone or it might go into a correction zone as such. But our view and our conviction, because our like whenever we buy a stock based on a core holding as such, it has a strong fundamental view as well as it has a strong technical view as such. So there might be times that the stock portfolio would be down say 20% or it can be max 25% as well if the stock goes like south on a basis of a result base or the market start correcting base, like the Russia-Ukraine war has happened. So stock like the mid caps and the small cap stocks may correct 30-35% as well. But we try to first build a profit cushion in the clients. Sometimes the timing of the client doesn't match. Some clients are entering at 22,800 like 22,100 level or 21,800 levels as such as well. So the first initial idea is to build a profit cushion. Once that profit cushion is made, we then try to ride the stocks on that profit cushion as such. So we try to our approach is that if the portfolio is down by 20-25% as such on an equity basis, and on an equity basis, I don't think so there would be much drawdown because 20-25% is a heavy correction on the equity basis. In FNO, the losses are it can go till like 60%, 70% because it is a leverage kind of a product. But on an equity basis, we try to limit the downside on 25-30%. And some event like COVID happens, then it becomes much more difficult, I guess. So that
Sure. I think that makes sense. That is what I wanted to know. And I mean, I've asked you a few tough questions, but overall, I've been very happy. And I'm sure I'm adding more and more capital. So I think, yeah, overall, pretty happy.
Thanks, Kunal.
One
No, we're
one
happy that
suggestion
there
in
are-
terms of adding capital, Darshan and Archit, if you could
Yeah.
also, I know in general, right, when the market conditions are like improving and all, you do post that it's a good time to add capital. But in general, right, where you have a strong conviction, when you say strong conviction, if you look, right, when I started in October 2022, as when I started initially the first 2-3 months, immediately you built the profit cushion, and then market went into a more of a correction zone overall, sideways kind of a market, where we had to go to a drawdown of around 20%, but anyways, it was within the capital. It was not loss of capital. It was only the profit cushion was in, like, it was just showing the exact amount I had invested. And then if you see around the April last year, the markets turned around, right? From a complete bearish market, we are shifting to a bull market, a fresh bull market actually started, because obviously looking at the stocks, you would generally know, right? Making new 52-week highs and then touching all-time highs, breakouts, the relative strength performing really well, all those factors in general. If that kind of a scenario ever happens in the coming upfront future, it will be good that you can publish market is entering into a fresh bull phase. It would be right to accumulate good amount of capital, etc., so that we can just dump in our capital. For example, we might have some good amount of invested in the mutual funds, etc., right, where we can dilute them and invest more into this PBS so that we can grow at a bigger, faster rate. That will give a good cushion for us also to ride on to the stocks. Because when a fresh breakout, certain things happens, right? For example, whether it's Zentek or any kind of an IPO is breakout, the stock that goes first giving 100% returns are the ones that will give multipliers of 200, 300, 400% returns. Because any stock cannot go to 300, 400 without going to the first 100%. So that conviction is something that I've always learned from Archit and having discussions in the recent times overall, right? So that will be great, especially when you can notify
Definitely.
clients where we are entering into a fresh bull market phase from a very long consolidation or a very long sideways market. So that will be great for us to dump in like 10 lakh, 20 lakh, 30 lakh capital immediately.
Definitely. If we see an opportunity, if you have some extra cash and if we see an opportunity, we will definitely, I think so, we'll update in the group. And
In the
those
meantime, we will
people-
continue to invest at regular kind of, whether it's like 50,000 or 1 lakh, right? That we will continue to do that. But this is something that I would like to, personally, I would like to know,
That's a good
because
feedback. That's a good feedback. And I think, yeah, the markets will always give you the indications. Obviously, in April, we would have not imagined this kind of an upside in next 6
Yes.
months. But yes, when we see that, okay, the markets are turning to the upside and, mid caps and small caps have started performing well. So last 6-7 months, we are seeing mid cap, small cap, stock specific moves are coming. But if you look at like last 3-4 months in particular, the moves have not been the way they were moving earlier. So whenever we see that the mid caps and the small caps have now started really moving well, but I think now it's going to be more of sectoral, more of stock specific moves. But ठीक है, जब भी opportunity होगा, Archit will post in the
Definitely.
community.
Yes,
Yeah.
That's a good time to add more money. And I think now the better time will be when the markets have corrected and retested at good levels. Because risk reward wise, if you see a lot of stocks have moved so much that even we tend to, if we enter, we look to book out 7, 8, 9%. Some of you think कि अभी इतना trading क्यों हो रहा है? But the reason is that even we know that same Titagar has moved from 500 to 1,000, 1,100 rupees. So we are also taking positions in a manner that if the markets turn, we should not get butchered. That is why we are keep
Yes,
booking.
yes, I completely aware that, because in a matured market,
we
it
are
is
also
good to always keep booking
yeah.
profits then and there,
And it is always good to have a good retest and consolidation, because वहाँ पे we get better entries, the risks are lower, and that helps us in the long term. Because something I remember, we had bought Motilal Oswal at a breakout earlier when we were like just starting out, and we had to wait like 11-12 months for that particular stock to come back to its particular cost. So we don't want that kind of situation, and we didn't book loss because we knew that the stock is a good pedigree and it's a good company. Okay, a portion of the portfolio is invested in it, it's fine. But now if you see PBS mein, is more of concentrated positions, which is again one of the reasons why the product has done well in the last 6-7 months. We are not looking to have 12-15 stocks. We're looking to have 7-8, maximum 7-8-9-10 stocks in a particular portfolio, with a good allocation in stocks where there is higher conviction, so that it rewards when the view goes right. And 70 to 80% times the view generally goes right. it's only a matter of time that sometimes, it takes a month, sometimes it may take 3 months for a particular stock to deliver the kind of returns that we are expecting out of that stock. So वो होते रहेगा. But yes, Maniji, every month, whatever you save, try to put it in the markets, maybe through mutual funds, maybe through equity. But I personally recommend this because I am doing it, that if you don't invest money now on a regular basis, there will be again come a time where you'll regret not investing, thinking के 22,000 का index है. It might be a situation you might see 30,000 in a couple of years or 1 year and a half time.
True.
Because overall, the narrative which is being set and the way the governance is happening, yeah, things are moving in the right direction. So we remain bullish on the markets overall at a macro level from a long-term perspective. So it will only help if you keep adding funds whenever the market dips or on a time basis, like every month or every 3 months or every 2 months. That will help you all build that portfolio over a period of time. Because we are humans, we will not be able to time the exact bottom or the exact top. We will know that, okay, overall, the longer term, the trend is bullish. Whenever we get a chance to add stocks at retracements or retest, we need to have money. So that will be the better approach to keep adding consistently. And whenever we see an opportunity कि अभी एक साथ पैसा डाल सकते हैं, we'll post for aggressive clients as well, for defensive clients also. It's a good time for safe traders to put more money. It's a good time for traders, who are slightly more aggressive to add more money. So we will do that going forward. Thanks for the
Thank you.
feedback on that side. We'll
Thank you,
definitely.
Tush.
Any other client who wants to share their feedback or has any doubt?
Or any doubts, yeah. I would also, Archit, we will put this on YouTube.
Yeah, we'll put this on YouTube as well.
But yeah, because I think we have 150, but hardly 15 had joined, maybe because
Yeah, right.
in the morning. So let us post it as a private video and share it
With the clients, yeah.
with the clients so that they can go through it. And I would encourage whenever, once in 2 weeks or something like that, we will try and come on the screen and have a discussion so that, it helps build a rapport, which is the more important thing. Because market से पैसा बनेगा भी, पैसा थोड़ा नुकसान भी होगा. But what is important is to have conviction in the people you're working with. Because my father comes from a different industry, but what I've learned from my father and what Archit's father has guided us is to ensure that, you have good relations with your clients or people who are working with you. Because, relationships are like, they are long lasting. Market से आज ऊपर है, कल नीचे है, परसों वापस ऊपर आ जाएगा. That's not the like, we are not result oriented, or we don't want just to have a good relation because there is profit. But even when, the markets will turn, there might be some drawdowns. I would appreciate people like Kunal and Maniji or Nikunji who've seen drawdowns, Ankit ji, who've seen drawdowns, stood with us, backed us. That is the reason why we've been able to deliver the kind of performance. I think Rohan is not here with us. Rohan is one more classic example. Started with us, first client who started with us for 5 lakh account, saw almost 25% drawdown in that period when the markets were not performing. We had stock like Motilal, we had stocks like Gujarat Alkali, which were bought, good breakouts, but fizzled out, did not move. Initial clients, we were also a bit like coming fresh into the product, so we didn't want to start with losses. So उन्होंने 1-1.5 साल का consolidation देखा. Now that portfolio has grown to close to 8.5-9 lakh rupees over a period of 2.5 years. So we want those kind of stories where, people have been with us and have been rewarded. So that will happen in equity. That I don't know if it will happen in FNO. We are not focusing much on FNO. It's a niche product, limited trades, limited entries, and all of that. But for equity, this is where the 90% focus is, to grow this product into something which will be a win-win for all of us together, collectively. So with that, I think we'll take the last few questions. If there are no questions, we can wind the session.
Yep.
Divyam is here. Hi, Divyam. Do you have anything to add?
No, I think it's been a pretty good journey for me because I've been a recent part of your team and the PBS sector. But yes, definitely I enjoy being with you, and obviously I do have some of my relatives who are early associated with you, because of which I actually got to understand about this PBS and everything. Yes, but I'm pretty much enjoying it, and yes, I think the stocks and all which you do recommend which you do take in these accounts are pretty good, and they're giving me good return as of now. So thank you, your team and the entire
Thanks a lot, sir. Thanks a
team
lot.
for
We are
everything.
working
Yeah.
together, so there's no reason
Yeah.
to thank us. We look forward to taking as much profit out from the market as much as possible. And the idea is to see this portfolio grow and make difference in people's life. Because we have some clients who had started with us after coming from back of losses on 20 lakh capital. They lost 8 lakhs by trading, not having discipline and stuff. And today I see those portfolios at 80, 85, 90 lakh rupees in a span of 1 year. It's something that I feel proud of being associated with this product. And definitely when I see that feedback coming from the heart, it is what really makes us feel happy about. Because see, money, we are also investing in the same stocks that you all are investing. So we are also making money. It is not that we are making money only from fees or from this product, but to see that it is collectively helping people who are associated with us is where there is a sense of satisfaction and a sense of commitment towards the product and trying to do better every day. So I think now I would like to end the session with Sachinji's closing comments, because we met twice. Archit, I don't know you met him or not.
I have not.
Very
No.
thorough gentleman, and he has been one who has been scaling capital consistently. So let's have him and we can wind the session after his words.
Thank you, Darshan, for having me along with you.
Most welcome, sir.
And to be part of Nirmal Bang and you all associated with me. One thing I can tell ki, Britishers, when they left India, they give us two gifts. One is thanks and another is sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. And what I feel that you people, you are working on my strategies, which I think I'm very happy when I take thanks from somebody and when I'm giving thanks to anybody. That kind of things you are also following. So I appreciate your all these things and keep going. We are always with you. We believe you. And it is not the thing that you are giving profit. That's why I am happy or something like that.
No,
So,
absolutely.
Taking profit is another thing, but saving losses is also another thing. That
Right.
makes a lot of sense while investing. That is the wise investment, what I feel.
Definitely.
So, Arshid, I would like to meet you once personally. And
Definitely,
my cousin.
We will arrange something, Archit. We will put a singular date and we'll invite all the clients to our office so that we can have a big discussion on the markets as well, and we can build some
need
rapport.
as well. Yeah, I think so. Your cousin stays nearby, I guess.
Yeah, he stays in Malad. Even I got my place in Malad, near Liberty
Okay.
Garden only.
Okay, near Liberty Garden.
Is lit out, but I'm staying right now in Paris, so I'm near to Darshan.
Okay.
And you are also near to Darshan with my cousin.
Right. Same name. Yeah.
We will definitely arrange something for all the clients in Bombay. So those who are not in Bombay will hit you up in advance, so you can plan if it is possible to come down and meet us.
Sure.
We'll
In spite of planning, Darshan, as I told, right, I'll definitely be coming down.
Yes.
Yeah, you've mentioned.
If you can arrange that meeting in after 5th April, will be better because my daughter is getting married on 5th.
Definitely, sir.
Congratulations, sir. On that. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Nice meeting you, Arshid. And
Yes.
good discussion, good information, everything you have given. So I'm very happy with it. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much.
And with another thing I would like to add in the thing is by putting this thing money through you as an investment, I'm very relaxed now. I'm enjoying my passion of cooking. Today,
That's really these are the kind of words we like to hear. That it is easing your life, it is making you less stressful about markets, and at the same time you're having exposure to the markets, right? So that's the best part.
And you know what age I am at now. At present, I am running 57, and at this age, I don't want to run here and there for making money or just taking tension to be invested in market with lots of risks and so much tensions every time. That I don't like. So, bit relaxation is required for the life. because
Definitely.
it is very
It's our age to assess, sir. We will do it for the next 10, 15 years.
no one
hopefully.
knows how long he is going to be alive. No one knows that. But
Correct.
whatever life you are going to be there in this pretty world, that should be very peaceful and quiet and happy. And it should give you chance to live as you wish. And that chance I'm getting right now.
Thanks a lot. So these are probably the best words I've heard from many clients, and it really gives us the right sense of encouragement to put more efforts on this product, build a better team, keep identifying better opportunities so that the relationship is everlasting, to say the
Yes,
least.
that should be there. And I can wish you both that you also will enjoy the same kind of life when you will be at my age, because you are doing good. This is the some rule of the world, that whatever you put in, that only grows. So you are putting good things that will come back to you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Definitely,
Thank you
sir.
so much.
Thank
Really
you so much.
appreciate the words. And I think all of us have participated. Now we have only 6 members left. So let's wind the meeting. We'll post it as a private video on YouTube and share the link.
Okay.
Sure. Thank
Thank you,
you.
everyone.
Thanks, Darshan.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Sachin.
Have a good Sunday and enjoy tomorrow's Ram Mandir Pratishtha
Yes.
program. I'm
Yes,
sure it's
yes.
going to be some event. So looking forward to it. And let's end on a good note. And let's hope that, with each passing day, there is more success to all of us and we do well. So thanks a lot for giving us the opportunity to be able to put our work out there and try and help you guys. At the same time,